Alright, so I'll be honest with you. We lost a couple players. Well, not just a couple. We lost DJ Turner, Dax Hill, our Orlando Brown, our right end Trey Hendrickson, Chuck Sizzle, a middle linebacker, and Brad Robbins. So, yeah, we lost, to say the least, a bit of players on this team. And that happens, right? Every single year, you can't be the same team. You can't be just as good as last year. You're going to slowly start to fall apart eventually, have to get newer players, and players get too expensive. Especially the fact we had to pay as much money as we did for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And obviously, Joe Burrow's contract is up there and, crazy price tag-wise. So we're going to have to kind of rebuild in the draft a little bit, right? Now, we don't have a first-round pick. Through a different finessing, and by finessing, I mean I literally traded away future picks to get a lot of picks this year, because I feel like this year especially, we need to have the best draft we could possibly have. We have a good amount of picks this year. So we have, I think, like 8 or 9 picks, I want to say. As you guys can see right here, we have a lot of picks. A lot of later round picks. And that's going to be kind of how we rebuild this. So, starting off right away, as we saw on the thing there, we do need a center. That's definitely a position of need. I kind of want to slowly replace some of the positions that we lost. So, for example, our second round pick here, almost a third round pick, let's be honest, because we won the Super Bowl, is going to be, okay, B pass block. What's he looking like? What's the other guys looking like? This is B run block. What's his A to C run block? But the question is, what is he good at? Elite acceleration. He's a very athletically gifted center, okay? That's pretty much what you can get out of this. He's very athletically gifted. He's a great pass blocker. He's probably going to have C run block, in all honesty. I mean, the other two categories are C. Okay, hidden potential, center, not bad. I think that's a pretty dang good, first start here. Our next pick is the end of the third round. So, again, these are pretty much like a fourth round pick. So, pretty much our best pick was a third round pick. Let's be honest. I mean, we could sugarcoat that and be like, well, no, technically, we had a second round pick. We won the Super Bowl. So, we're going to be down there in pick-wise. Oh, no. DJ Turner replacement here, baby. All right, F-man coverage, not doing that. I don't know why in Madden, I will say this right now, that cornerbacks in Madden and rookie in the draft, they have horrendous man coverage. Like, outside of the top, first 2 rounds. First 2 rounds, you get a guy who has really good man coverage. But outside the first 2 rounds, man, it's like trying to get a guy with good man coverage in any way is almost impossible. It's like every cornerback outside of day 1 or 2 just becomes a safety. It's just like, yeah, so they can't cover man, but they can cover zone. It's like, oh, well, are you trying to say that they're a safety? You would classify them as a safety, in all honesty. I could see them being a safety. They should honestly be a safety. I feel like that's the first thing that people always, whenever you look at a player, you're like, they have decent stats for a corner or a safety. That's another one. They could be a safety. You should probably try to look at them in a safety point of view. All right, so this guy has poor strength, right? But he's a coverage guy. He has an A coverage, C block shed, and we took him. That might be a mistake, but he's a very good coverage linebacker, which I do like. And he also knocks off the middle linebacker position I needed. I think we're going to go with... We're going to go with free safety here, ironically enough, because I just talked about free safety so much. Because we had to replace Dax Hill. We did bring back Jordan Battle. I had a choice between Jordan Battle or Dax Hill, and Jordan Battle was cheaper. So that's kind of what we did there. C man coverage, B hit power. I might go with this guy, and if he doesn't work at safety, we kind of convert him to corner. What's his speed? Good speed? I don't like good speed. He's like a hybrid strong. 90 speed's not bad. He's like a hybrid strong safety, free safety corner. That's what this guy is. He's kind of a combination of everything put together, which definitely a little weird, I'll be honest with you. Alright, so I'm kind of... Ooh, okay, hold up. This guy's deep, man. I'm just going to take him. I'm just going to take him as a backup, if anything, as a rotational piece, you know. Again, we're going to need the cornerback position anyway, so if, you know, that one guy works out in the corner, which is kind of where I'm looking at. I'm kind of looking at that one guy we just took, not the last guy, but the guy before that. I'm kind of thinking about him as, like, maybe a nickel corner there and see what he can do there. Okay, I kind of just took that guy without thinking, which is probably not a smart idea, but it is what it is. I kind of went best player available, which sometimes it works and sometimes it does not, let's be honest. Alright, I kind of am looking for a punter before we end this draft off. Dude, we're not going to be able to place DJ Turner. Like, this is going to be a problem here. Now, DJ Turner is not the greatest of all time, don't get me wrong. He was a second-round pick, and he never really projected out to be a top 10 cornerback for our team. But still, though, it would be nice to have a replacement. C. Blockshed. So he's a run stuffer. That's why. I mean, that makes perfect sense why he's pretty much really decent in most categories you would consider a run stuffer would be decent in. So they have us for a power rusher. I might change my scheme or system on defense, but we're going to go with this guy just to take a right end to have for, again, like I said, rotation purposes. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I do want to take a wide receiver in some way just to see what we can get out of him. This guy has good speed. I want the fastest player. Like, at receiver here at this point, I just want the fastest guy. Deep threat. Well, deep threat's going to be... I guess deep threat wouldn't technically mean... I mean, it would mean he's a great speed, right? But I want the elite speed. Alright, so did the fastest receiver go off the board yet? Alright, so how I'm pretty much going to find out... Now, again, I'm replacing Chuck Sizzle, which, again, is the outside. He is a slot receiver, so I would technically be replacing him in that category. But, like, for example, this guy's 21st 40 of all wide receivers. Okay. What's your 40 time, my guy? You're the 4th best, and you only have great speed. Which probably means the best receiver already went off the board. Like, fastest receiver, I would say. Because you're the 3rd, and you have great speed. And your great speed is 93 speed, which I guess isn't really that horrendous, but... Alright, so we're looking now for a punter, and we need a left tackle. Now, I'm not against the idea of going best player available, because we have back-to-back picks here. It's like, for example, at this point now, we're just taking a shot in the dark. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we're just seeing kind of what we have here, right? So, we're going to take a... tool. Oh, okay. We took a tight end. I did not mean to sim forward. I meant to click on make selection. I just sim forward in the draft like an idiot. Alright, punter. Accurate. This guy is about accuracy. I kind of want just kick power. Yeah, just give me power. Power punter. Where college are you out of? You're out of Florida. I mean, you might be crazy, so that might work out for us. We kind of need a crazy guy. We kind of need a guy who might be like the typical Florida guy, typical Florida man. You know, a little bit psycho, but a little bit, you know, just right enough that you can get the job done. Yeah, like I said before, I'm kind of just looking at this now as like best player available, take them, see what they do. I don't think I'm going to find a gem at this position here or this spot late in the draft like this. I mean, it's possible, don't be wrong. It's always possible you can, but I think we're kind of in that, you know, limbo area now where it's kind of just like, okay, well, these guys are good pieces to put in there. See how they could work. 7th round D tackle. I mean, left tackle, not D tackle. He could be worse. He could be worse. I'll say it like that. I'm going to let the CPU take the 7th round because I'll be honest with you, I'm not really feeling this draft so far, and that kind of sucks too because this draft needed to be the hitting draft, right? This needed to be the A++ draft. All right, so draft recap. Took a 74 overall with our first pick, center. We took a middle linebacker, 71 overall. What was his? He has 87 speed. Okay, that's nice. That's 87 speed is nice. What's his zone coverage? I wish it would just show the defensive stats only. That'd be nice. 71 zone. I mean, that's not bad for a rookie. It's being a zone really is disappointing though. I feel like he should have had higher than that, but it is what it is. I mean, overall wise, our best pickups were our 7th round running back, which had 94 speed and was a 69 overall. It was our middle linebacker, and it was our center. I mean, wide receiver Henry looks decent, but everyone else kind of looks, And then this was the CPU took this guy by accident. Actually, CPU took both these guys. So we took 2 tight ends, and neither of them hit, it looked like, so that's great. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll definitely be interested to hear what you're thinking, because it's going to be a weird Season 5, okay? It's going to be a weird Season 5, and kind of like Breaking Bad, not Breaking Bad, kind of like The Simpsons, this show is still continuing whether you like it or not. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.